and I go back to the cam, Gaussius Mucker. Cam is moving again. Music is too loud. Okay. Music should be fine now. And I think I got a problem with OBS right now because it's not displaying my main screen. Why is this not working? Well, I think I gotta restart OBS. I'll be back in a second. It's just not working. It's not capturing my screen. That happens every once in a while and I don't know why. So yeah, it's just displaying a black deep bit of sorrow. That's right. You got it. Just give me a second. I need to restart OBS. It should be fine after that. Alright. Alright, I think we are back now and it should be working. And you should see what I see here on my screen. Audio should be fine as well. So, welcome back to the Seeds of Soul stream. Welcome back to the Rarebyte channel. Thanks Gaussius Mucker for letting me know it works now, which is great. So yesterday I managed to get our AI integrated into the actual game world. So this, let me just quickly show you. So this is the actual game setup where we generate the level, and we are now able to play the game with the companion, basically. And I say basically because there's a lot of things that still need to be done. But as you can see here, gonna just hide the scene view so that the performance is better. But as you can see here, this crazy little AI companion is already in the game. And yeah, it's doing some strange stuff here. This is also something where I think the steering agent bugs out somehow. It tries to get past this kind of edge here, but something is wrong with the collision. So this is one of those cases. If I now free it by just moving it somewhere else, hang on. Well, interestingly, sometimes it will just go back to this spot here, and I'm not exactly sure why. And this happens not all the time. Yeah, it just likes that pillar. It uses the pillar as a pillow. It's, yeah, simple as that. Thanks, Stitcher, and welcome back, by the way. How are you doing today? And sometimes we have the same problem with those kind of remnants here. But if we manage to get it past this first section here, it will actually try to help us in our fights here. And I totally sucked now. I died, but well. Gauzy Smoker, maybe they're not carving the Nafmesh. That could be an issue, but I'm not entirely sure because the navigation of the companion is actually the same as for the enemies. They use Navmesh for kind of a reference, but not for actually positioning themselves. So that is done with the steering agent that basically checks the surroundings with raycasts. Ooh, Cedron got a cold. Get well soon, man. Yeah, the fast temperature drops. They got you, yeah. I can relate to that. Already got a little bit, you know, feeling a little bit like not at 100%. But I guess that's just the time of the year. Well, we could take a quick look at the Nafmesh gaseous marker. Maybe we see something there. So let's take a look at our scene from the top. Where is navigation? So it seems that those pillars here, they do carve enough mesh. Oh, oops, sorry. Oh, come on. And it seems that these here, so let's take a look at our areas. I'm not sure because it seems that they are on another layer, because here you can see the built-in walkable, non-walkable and jump. Then there is flyable. But this is some greenish thing, so I'm not really sure. Let's have a look at... Yeah, that greenish thing... Oh well, maybe this is just... Hang on. Oh, okay, this could be... This could be coming from the area here. You're right. But... I'm just deactivating this in the companion. Should be... somewhere... here. Okay, now we got it. Yeah, this is actually the operation area of the AI around the player. If you can define an area around the player where the AI tries to stay in when you're doing nothing. But as it seems, the Nafmesh here should be fine. Let's check if we can. This is kind of interesting. I'm not sure why it is doing that, by the way. The action is now stay with player, which is correct. Stay with player. And I guess it's still seeking in here. Let's see. Stuck between those elements. Yeah, it's still seeking. Let me just quickly check it here. I mean, you mean stuck between those two elements here. It could be the case, but I'll take a look at our steering. Where is it? Steering agent here. So I'll enable debug for that. Obstacle check distance, obstacle check radius. Desired obstacle distance is a bit small, I guess. Obstacle avoidance curve. Well, this is kind of interesting. But it's definitely something with the steering. Not sure why there is a mass on a steering agent, but check distance. Check offset, okay. Yeah, I mean, it got stuck here. Interesting. Well, maybe this is something where we need to recheck those, all of those settings. I don't know. The thing is, well, interestingly, it went through that gap here, once. But now it's stuck again. I'm not sure if I even can fix this without debugging for an hour or so. But that's actually nothing that I wanted to touch today, as right. As there are other things I need to take care of. Things such as the auto use pause in our slow beam is not working correctly, and some other stuff. For now, yeah, we could just turn off the pillars and chunk blocks. That's true. Yeah, but sometimes it just works. You see that? No problem at all. Anyway, I'm gonna switch back to the lab scene for the next task, lab AI, because this is our slow beam used by the current version of the companion. Auto use pause is set to 1.5 seconds, but the beam is restarted twice and immediately after 3 seconds of firing. Looks like this only happens when firing for the first time. Update? Nope. Happens as well after the first enemy has been killed and also repeatedly while firing at one enemy. Okay. I recently added debug messages for start and end of beam. Triggered on you. Okay. So I'm gonna start the game here in the lab scene, and we should be able to reproduce this here. By the way, we only need 3 more followers to reach 600. Let's see if we can do this today. Let me spawn an enemy here. Slow beam is on. Okay. Start beam. End beam. So there's a 3-second beam here. Start beam at 45. End beam 48. Another 3 seconds. So this seems to be working. I'm gonna take a quick look at the slow beam item. Okay. Is fire rate ready? Has ammo? Well, that seems correct. Okay, beam is on for 3 seconds. Waiting one and a half. 1, 2, 3 more seconds. And okay, now it's moving back. Let's spawn another enemy. Star beam. 91. End beam 93. Wait, hang on. Okay, but the enemy was dead, so start beam 72, end beam 73. Is that really? Why is there end beam and end beam called 2 times? Hang on, there is something wrong here. Because here, end beam is called from fire weapon handle input. Oh wait. So this is on end action. And this is coming from the scheduler. From fire weapon. So there is something wrong. Range attack on end action. Yeah, if it's still firing, we will send input in case it's still firing, which is actually correct if the action is just ended there. But the problem is that where is it? The firing, which takes place here, also calls up after that. Delay after fire chop is okay, this is the delay after firing. This is the 1.5 second delay. Which means in this case the action is ended because some other action is more important, but the scheduler will still start and fire this sequence here. It will also use the auto pause after use. And I think the fire chop, the fire chop here is actually cancelled. But if this fire chop is cancelled, how is that actually possible? or is it maybe it is the other way around. So end beam. This is okay. First, there's the scheduler that ends the beam there, and maybe in the same frame, it's still firing. Well, okay. So what's happening is the scheduler actually works fine. It's still here where it actually waits for the auto pause. I think we should probably refactor the auto pause thing, not to use the scheduler here. It would be a bit easier because auto pause after use. Because if the action will be ended, or if the action is just ended and then, I don't know, if you have a 5 seconds auto pause after use and the action gets ended by the system because of some reason and then gets restarted, then we'd probably still be in auto pause, but according to that code it's not working. So is there anything there where we can check is in use? Yeah, that's something we need to refactor it. I mean, this is fine having a scheduler handle input down, up, and hold. But this so we're gonna remove the delay after fire chop. We're gonna add time last use. We're gonna add a property is auto pause cool down. And this is gonna return I'm not sure about the property. Let's just do this in code where it is used. I think it's only used once. We could also add this as an additional is weapon available and ready. Check condition time last. Oh, it's actually time dot time minus time last use must be greater than weapon slot item auto pause after use. And the message in auto pause. Yeah, let's just say in auto pause, so we'll not get restarted this way. So this is if for the case when the action is really restarted from the system. But for this other case, where is fire weapon? Okay. And here we need to check time minus time last use must be greater than the item. Where is the item? Weapon slot item auto pause after use. So only in this case it could fire the weapon. And we need to set time last use, and this is okay, this is gonna be removed. Okay, as firing is true. And we need to also is firing on end action, which is fine. On start action, it's also fine. Are there any more checks? Okay, still firing. Okay. So you can only fire or set fire to false if it is firing. We could say it's not firing because here it is, the firing is actually done. But it will not start firing again before the cooldown. Yeah, let's try this. Whoa, this takes ages again to start. Okay. And stop. Okay. Let's see. Start beam. End beam. Start beam. End beam. Start beam. End beam. Okay. Wait, hang on. This is end beam and it's the same time as start beam, so that means we have auto pause after use. I mean, there's one more case. When the action really gets started, we need to make sure that or when the action gets started for the first time, we need to make sure that it's actually working. That means time last use must be time minus this. Hey, Lella Lassie, how's it going? Weapon slot, item, how's it called? Auto pause. And can I add this check here and here? Well, I'm a bit tired today, but yeah, it's Friday already, so maybe that's causing it. But apart from that, I'm fine. Thanks. Okay. Time last use. Is set here. Let's try again. There's something still wrong. I'm a bit slow today. This is kind of ironic because I'm working on the slow beam and I'm being slow myself today. Oh, okay, and now I get it. There is a time last use already in the base class or something. Yeah, okay, this is for the action cooldown, and that's probably why it's not working properly. Little less is training English. Are you ready? I'm totally ready for training English with you. Bring it. Time last, let's say time last weapon use. And hopefully, yeah, it works. Has not refactored anything else. Okay. Let it compile. Yeah, Lassie. If something isn't fun, well, why do it? No, I mean, of course, there's... To everything, there's something that's not very funny. I mean, like... developing games. I do it because it's actually a fun thing to do, but there's always aspects that... Yeah. Where you have to keep pushing through. Although it's not that funny. But I guess that's the case for everything, basically. Why is there still this time last use thing here? Time last use. Only here. Maybe this is still from the last compile? You use Google Translate, okay? So sometimes you will get funny translations, I guess. And sometimes it's very tough to grasp what people are saying. I actually know this because we are the developers of Game Dev Tycoon for mobile, and we also do the support for the mobile version, and we get a lot of emails for to the support address, and some of them are, or at least most of them are in English, but sometimes there's, I don't know, something in Russian, something in Spanish, something in Portuguese. Oh, yeah, a lot of different languages. And yeah, as we do not speak those languages, or at least I don't, I have to use Google Translate as well. And sometimes the results are pretty good, and sometimes you just have no idea what people are talking about. Lassie, what this error? What do you mean? What I'm currently working on? So currently, I'm working on something where our AI companion, we have this slow beam weapon that will target an enemy and slow down this enemy so you can attack it more easily or less stressful. The timing is not right on this weapon. What Russian language? No, I don't speak Russian. Sorry. What in Unity left chat? Oh, you mean the console here? So this is Unity's console where you get all the different messages, log messages basically. So debug logs, warnings, errors, and stuff like that. And this, what we had before was a serialization issue. If you have two classes where one is the superclass and one is the subclass, and you have in the superclass you have a serialized field with a certain name, and you have the same name in the subclass, the Unity serialization bugs out because it's the same name and it's name based, and they won't allow that. Okay, so this error is now gone. And I actually know what's wrong, because this is wrong to set it here. It must be set here because the web muse ends where where it sends the input type up. But also, if the action gets ended from outside, it's basically the same. And we need to set it here as well to get the cooldown right. Whoa, my coffee is just cold. Not very good. What, you're watching on your mobile phone? Okay. How do you actually manage to do that? Like watching on mobile and then at the same time using Google Translate on the same device? Yeah, now it seems to be working. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. Start beam. No character found. Okay. Why? What? Oh, come on. Why don't you use print? So, code style, always use curly braces. Okay, this is, yeah, gotta clean this up later. But this one I can already clean up. Let's remove this. And here, this one as well. Let's go back. But just by quickly looking at it, it seems to be okay. There's a 3-second beam, and then there's a 1.5 second pause, and then there is, yeah, 30, 33.6, 35. Yeah, that seems to be working. So I'm just saying this is correct now, right? Oh, there's a long delay. Letter Lassie, okay. I actually wonder, because I still use Restream.io, and we are streaming on 3 platforms, so Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. I wonder if the delay is the same on all those platforms. By the way, I have added this social command that will just sum up all our social presences. If you haven't checked them out. All right. There is one more thing here. Start beam. End beam, no character found, no character found. And end beam here and end beam here. How's that possible? Letterless, I understand you through the word. What do you mean by that? Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like just you're listening and to the stream and then using Google Translate? I'm sorry if I don't really get what you're currently talking about. End beam, okay. End beam. So this is the second input up. This is the scheduler and this is on input up. So this is the other case, I think, because there's end beam here and then it's coming from the scheduler, which means we can only, or we should only do this if this firing is true. And this is needed because action could have ended already. Ending firing at on end action. Let's see, how much do you earn? Well, it's not a question how much someone earns. It's always a question how much someone gets, right? But I don't think I can tell you this, and it's because I'm co-founder and co-owner of the studio. It really depends on how things are going. So I can't really answer that question, I'm afraid. Okay, now let's check. Start beam, end beam, start beam, end beam, start, end. Yeah, now it seems to be working. I think we can now commit this to the repository. There is a ticket number, right? Fix auto pause for AI weapon usage. Ticket number is 1147 and this should be it for the commit. And this is gonna be moved to implemented, which is barely readable in this new UI from Hack and Plan. Letterless, have you worked with a Russian programmer? Let me think. I think not yet. We've worked with a concept artist from Belarus. But we have not worked with a Russian programmer. Okay. So next up, let's see. And Belarus no, we have not. But as I said, we have had we've worked with a concept artist from there, but not a programmer yet. But most of the time we were speaking German because he could speak German. Or his German was better than English. Okay, this is something for our scheduler guy when he returns. Let's take a look at this. The laser turret cannot be damaged. What's sent to? What the hell? Add user, I guess. Me. What, like in Europe? Yeah, this was the artist I mentioned before. He lives in Vienna, so. Alright, we need the laser turret now. Laser. Giant moon laser. Object laser turret. And this is an enemy now, I think. So we need... There is a special spawn point. Somewhere in this test level. Let's see. Debug lab, test enemies. This is the slime. What if we set this to laser turret now? Oh, this song is awesome, by the way. Well, okay. No enemy for type laser turret registered. Okay. That means we need to add it to our enemy manager. Oh, we cannot do this actually. We need to... Because this is... The laser turret is a special enemy and it's nested. But you like my question? You mean if I'm okay with you asking a lot of questions? Sure, sure. Just go ahead, ask any question. We'll be happy to answer all of them, if I can, of course. check laser turret. Just put it in here. Let's just see what happens. Okay, laser turret. But not making damage. And why? Maybe give me a book in C# in Unity, search in Russian. I don't know any Russian books. But and there's probably some English books about Unity and C#. Although I think it's actually fairly easy to get into it by just using online tutorials. I think we have don't we have this learn command here? By the way, what is the phase shifter? Ah, alright. I get it. It's an enemy that kills me. There's a couple problems with the laser turret though. If I get behind the laser turret, I don't know why, but it does not see me here. Turret. Weak spot, so this. Laser turret, okay. So this is basically how the laser turret works. I don't know what you mean with this upside, this me. This was just meant as a starting point where we can start learning Unity, and just to give you like a direction where to look at when you're starting out with Unity. Okay, so it has reset. If what is targeted is false, there's something wrong here. I mean, we should probably first we need to check out why it's not taking any damage. But actually before that I will just grab another coffee. I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. I'll give you the office view again, where you can use the cam commands. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Wait, this was wrong. Here it is. All right, I'm back. Okay. So let's see what happens. There is where is it? There is health. What's the current health is 0? What? Why? Why is the current health 0? Does that mean that I already killed it? Lala Lassie, I go cook. Well, what you cooking today? Anyway, enjoy your meal. Oh, so you're making tea. That sounds tea-licious. Lisa draws. Hey, I'm making fan art for you on my stream. Can you maybe take a quick look? Of course. Can I? Let's have a quick look at Lisa's stream. Or bot infection, right? Or maybe not. Yeah. Totally hacked. I will clear all RSC connections. What are you talking about? I don't think that there is a problem here. Yeah, what happened to your channel? Or are you doing this on purpose? Joking is also a purpose. Shell injection. Everyone wishing gets his IP sent in chat. Yes. Okay. And after that, you just got the IP. Every website could basically do that. Constant connection. So yeah, but that's true, but you only have the constant connection. I mean, constant. If you close the browser, it's gone. And you only have the connection to the Twitch servers. So wait, hang on, there is something wrong here. Okay, let's take a look at our weak spot, 0 health. Leather Lassies are buying a motherboard and processor. They will be only a graphics. I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds to me like you're getting yourself a new PC. So why is the current health not starting at max health? Restore. Leather Lassie, my PC just crashed. Okay. Why is this not working properly? Current health. Also, is there now something wrong with the AI companion? Let's see. Leather Lassies, I subscribed your YouTube. Oh, thanks. Thanks for subscribing there. Awesome. So basically it just goes down to 0. Health. Current health. Let's just see what happens if I set a breakpoint here. Come on, start already. What's on? what's up here. Okay, so locals. Yeah, this is the weak spot, and there is 0 on enable, restore. So max health is 0. Why? Oh, I think I know. So the weak spot, max health is 100 here, but attributes here, max value, default. What, you middle and senior programmer? What do you mean? I guess I would call myself more a senior because I've been doing this for 12 years in the company, and prior to that maybe another 10 years. I don't know, your president, I'm sorry. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, now it works. Yeah, it cannot really die at the moment. You remember one man from Austria who... Yeah, let me guess. Either it's a very famous or very infamous person. Oh, you know someone personally. No, just because everyone, when you say you're from Austria, then they would say, "Ah, oh, Austria, that's where Arnold Schwarzenegger comes from." But you mean someone you know personally, right? Yeah, an enemy that's not spawned with the enemy manager just died. Correct. And this is because we need to... Isn't there a spawn manual thing there? Let me see. Manual spawn? No. Alright. There is something on an enemy spawn point is manual. Okay. And if it's manual... Is there more to that? point. I think we need the laser turret to register itself at the enemy manager. Okay. Let me quickly check. Okay. Okay, it basically worked. But it did not before, right? And there's this spawned enemies. Isn't there a register manual, register spawn point? Would you like to relax in Belarus? If if I find the time to visit the country? Of course. I've never been there, so... Spawn enemy on spawn. Oh, so you don't need a visa for if you're visiting for 1 month. Okay. It's kind of neat. I'm gonna add register or add manually spawned enemy, character enemy, and we're gonna add enemy, character enemy, and we're gonna encapsulate this. So this is enemy, spawned enemy, no, spawned. And if we're doing this manually, just need to do this without actually spawning it. Which then means we need to derive from character enemy for the laser turret enemy and then have it register manually. What I cook? I guess that's cook for you. Draniki. What's Draniki? Oh, there's a host incoming. Thanks for hosting, although there are 0 viewers coming. But thanks anyway. So I'm gonna add enemy laser turret. This is, I think it's character enemy. Are there any overrides? Awake, on spawn, on idle, stun. So Draniki is something from your local cuisine, right? What are the ingredients for that? So what's in there? I guess it's some kind of a traditional meal, right? Is there already an enemy manager? Oh yeah. I mean, we could do it differently and remove that thing again. And have, where's inspector? It's manually spawned. And here on, no, not on, where's the start? Isn't there a start? Alright, start. Enemy manager. Add manually spawned enemy this. But only if it's manually spawned. And then we could just set this in the inspector here. Yeah, let's just wait until it finishes compiling. And is manually spawned for the laser turret. Now let's see what happens here. What? Why is this already... What is going on here? Object laser turret, turret destroyed. Okay. Turret. What? Weak spot just got destroyed. Why? Just because it's added here? Okay, that's interesting. So, add manually spawned enemy, add enemy, enemy on spawn. I really don't get it. Why this is not working. Hey, Lila Lassie. Yeah, bye. Thanks for joining in today. Have a nice day. Let's see if other enemies still work. Just needed to... Well, thanks, Lila Lassie. Just need to start charging my iPad here. Completely drained. And I'm cranking up the table again. Because I'm gonna be standing for the next hour. Alright, better now. So let's see if the other enemies are broken as well. No. Well, I guess not. Okay, so this is gonna get interesting. We're gonna analyze this step by step. First we're gonna remove... Maybe there's something happening with... hang on. Despawn enemy. Despawn all enemies. Load level? Maybe it's this. Spawned enemies. Why is there a to list if the spawned enemies is a list? Only if this enemy isn't manually spawned. Load level. I just tried to do here. What about manually spawned enemies? Yeah, now it works again. Yes. So this seems to be working. Let's see if the other enemies are still working. I mean, I don't know if this enemy is fully working, so we'll reset. Not use a phase shifter here, but use the slime again, maybe. Okay, let's... Yeah, this is the other case that we need to fix. Yeah, I can kill the other enemies, which is fine. Yeah, this is the case where the laser turret does not work because there's something wrong in the behavior. I think I'll just move this to the other screen and give you this other screen here so that you also can see what's happening. So this resets aggro. why would it reset aggro if this target hit is false? This target hit fire laser action. So there's the fire laser action here. Is target hit? If it's not hit anymore. Start not knockback is not in yet. Okay. Hey, Mr. Unicornator just hosted the stream for 4 viewers. Thank you very much and welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome to Seeds of Soul, welcome to the Raybyte channel. How's it going, everyone? So there is Shuck the Man. Ayo, what's up, Shuck? Most wanted, welcome from one Unity dev to another. Well, yes. Howdy. Howdy, Mr. Unicornator. Thanks for hosting. And welcome to Seeds of Soul. So I'm currently working on getting this laser turret right. So I'm actually working on Seeds of Soul. It is an action-adventure roguelike featuring a multi-personality AI. If you don't know the game, here is a short and a bit outdated trailer. Maybe some more footage here. Or is it? No, it's gameplay. And currently I'm working on getting like different aspects of the game ready. So this is what you see here is just a test lab scene. The game actually looks a bit different with generated levels and low poly art, but you can see that in the gameplay trailer. Mr. Unicornator updated to the latest Unity beta was not the best idea. Yeah, that's why it's called a beta, right? Shuck, I'm seeing that the streaming machine is still at it. Yes, I am. Streaming again. I think this is stream number 4 this week. So I was streaming Monday, Tuesday, the regular stream yesterday, full afternoon, and today for, yeah, at least 1 more hour. So what I'm currently trying to fix here is that the laser turret kind of resets its aggro when it loses you, or if it's not hitting you anymore with that laser beam. So I think this is actually a problem in the aggro component. So I'm gonna have a look at this. Maybe first we should... I will disable this node here to see if it's still happening. Okay, yeah, it's definitely aggro. And there's one more thing, by the way. I need to check the laser beam. Because the laser beam, it currently hits player, enemy, ground, world dynamic, world static, hitbox, enemy, air, but not the companion. And this should also be added because the companion should also take damage. Shock the man, no tears, only streams now. That's true. That's how it is. But I have to say, next week is gonna be a bit different. I will still stream on Monday probably. Maybe on Tuesday, but I'm not sure about that. On Wednesday, I'm actually going to Prague for the 4C conference. I'm giving a talk there, actually about Seeds of Soul and community building on Twitch and live streaming development. So I'm out of the office next week, but our game designer will take over with the rest of the streams, at least Thursday and Friday. So that's the current plan. So maybe it's not because I'm just mainly doing programming streams here. We have other types of streams as well. So we have playtesting streams where we invite guests just to play the current build of the game. And we also have game design and art streams where you see it fits our schedule. And next week it's probably gonna be game design streams on Thursday and Friday. But this week you're still stuck with me, looking at code, staring at code and puzzling why this is not working. Stuff like that. Okay. So how is the aggro agent actually working? Detect targets. Overlap sphere. Potential targets. Aggro. So I guess reset target. Because the reset is there a kind of a reset aggro action task? Okay, it just resets target here, removes that target. So how often will this update? Aggro agent tracking range, detection distance, detection frequency 2 seconds. So actually this means there's a lot of to-dos in there. Hey, thanks for following, Mr. Unicornator. Awesome, we're nearing that follower goal, by the way. I wonder if we can... Oh, thanks for following Most Wanted. That's one step closer. And I can see that we actually hit our follower goal for 7 of 7. Oh, 77, that's very... We are so lucky. So I will actually, I think this command should work. Yeah, so this is your reward. Everyone in the chat now received 50 bytes for reaching our follower goal. If you're not familiar with what bytes are, you can collect bytes in this stream. So every 10 yeah, that's like 400 bits. Well, well, bytes, you can check your bytes by using the bytes command. And you can use those bytes to redeem stuff from our stream store. We got a lot of crazy and good looking things there. We got rewards for naming stuff in the game. We got even physical postcards. You can redeem them and we'll send them to you. So these postcards, here is an example for that, by the way. So yeah, they look like this. So this is like real concept art, and if you redeem that, we'll actually snail mail that to you. And we have different of those, different kinds of postcards, all our main characters there, and yeah. Most wanted, that's like 2 to the power of 400 minus 1. Ah yeah, and the bot just pasted it there that we have Discord as well that you can join and hang out with us. So if you're interested in just talking to us or showing something that you have done, we have a show your stuff channel there as well. We're giving feedback. And also, if you don't know Rharebyte, Rharebyte is an indie studio. Here's the website, by the way. We're probably most known for doing Game Dev Tycoon for mobile, but we've been around for 12 years in this industry. So it has been quite a while, but we haven't been streaming development for 12 years, of course. So, and Seeds of Soul is kind of the first project where we started streaming content and development. Everything else was contract and NDA, and you do not talk about it until it's done. But with Seeds of Soul, it's different. We decided to be more open, be more transparent, and just hang out with people on Twitch, discuss the game or discuss games in general. So yeah, that's what we do now. And of course, there's some other projects still, because we're set up like a multi-project studio. So we're actually working on 4 projects at a time. And this one is our own. All right. I'm just checking again. So we got 599 followers. If we can reach 600, I'll give everyone some more bytes. Okay, let's check this. The aggro agent should redetect targets. So we need to reproduce this here. Okay. remove the targets. Colliders. There's one collider which is a player pilot. Aggro target. It's still alive. Okay, line of sight is required. Well, is it? Yeah, of course, now it's not in line of sight, which is actually kind of wrong. But if I now disable and say line of sight is not required for aggro, then it should work. Yeah, now it's working, of course. The question is, do we want that behavior? Because it kind of makes sense if the aggro agent is triggered once. We could, of course, we could leave it like that, but and I also wanted to add something to the aggro agent that we can define whether it needs to trigger or not trigger when it's off screen, because this was a kind of a problem in our latest builds, where we had this laser turret and it was somewhere off screen. We'd just walk into an area and then suddenly there would be just bam, the laser turret firing at you. Oh, thanks for you for following Fussy Flowers 420. Awesome. Now we got 600 followers, which is great. And I'm gonna give everyone damn it. How is this? Oh, it's called add points. I mess up all the commands all the time. So, lucky 15 users receive 20 bytes. Thanks to Fussy Flowers, who has just followed us. Great, it's awesome. And I should maybe update the follower goal now. So now that we have 600, what would be a good goal? Would you agree with me saying that the next goal should be some kind of an evil goal? Meaning, next goal is 666. Or should we take smaller steps? So I'll just reset that. Let's see. Okay, let's get back to the laser turret. I think I'm gonna remove line of sight, the line of sight check. I'll probably work on more maybe the off-screen thing. Well, why? Jolt Chab is hosting a stream for 7 viewers. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for hosting, Jolt Chab. Hey dude, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What commercials? 1 second. Sorry. Hello, now the commercial is gone. So welcome to the stream. Welcome to Seeds of Soul, where I'm currently working on getting this laser turret up and running. Whoa, okay. This seems to be working. And this is the test lab scene of the game. Jolt Chab, I actually have a meeting coming up super soon, so unfortunately I gotta host and bounce. Well, of course, I totally understand. It's like the same for me every time. Like everything is like scheduled and then you have to just go. So yeah, thanks for hosting and thanks for joining in and at least saying hello in the chat. Yeah, laser looks pretty cool, dude. Well, thanks. Yeah, have a nice day. I'll definitely check out your stream as well. So thanks for hosting again. So currently we have this AI companion following us, and we have a module-based approach with that. So we have a terminal here where we can activate new stuff for the companion. And working on getting more possible actions for the companion as well. Jolt Chap says you're... Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for the kind words. I'm gonna have to host again in the future so I can actually hang out next time. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. So our regular streams are on Thursdays, but I mostly stream on Fridays as well, and also Monday and Tuesday evenings. I got everything in the schedule widget below on our Twitch page. So yeah, very welcome, very much appreciated. Any host is appreciated, of course. So thanks. So currently, yeah, I try to interact with that thingy here. but it got interrupted by those enemies. So something here is not really working. I don't know why this interaction here is not. We also hit some exceptions here. Yeah, here. Find your random module. So there's something not working with the companion here. That's also something I need to fix actually right away. So I'm gonna deactivate the laser turret for a second and see if this is still the case. So that is working. Yeah, now it's working. So I got the support module here as well, which means the AI will try to bring me items such as health. Oh, and now it actually, because it took the key from this key holder thingy over here and activated the portal. And this is actually the thing that will later be the exit of one level and the entrance to another one. But for now, we just fall through this floor, hit some insertions because this is just the lab scene. But okay, this is working. I'm just gonna retest. It's just a timing thing that this is not, because I did not change anything and wasn't working before. It's me, Glaze. Welcome to the stream. You just came from Jolt's stream. How long you'll be streaming? Well, today, so here it is currently 3:20 p.m. and I have to leave the office at 4 p.m. today, unfortunately. So it's only a little bit more than half an hour. So I guess that's called ending soonish. Game's looking great. Well, thank you. Glad you like it. So I'll be streaming for half an hour or a little bit more than that. And well, yeah, stay here. Thank you very much. But if you're new to this game, here's a short trailer and some more recent gameplay footage. How this thing actually works, because this is the lab scene. And it looks like a typical lab, which means it's totally messed up and does not look that great. And it has debugging features such as just spawning health. Okay. So we unlocked. Oh, this time because this is Seeds of Soul is a roguelike, so that means every time you play the game, it's gonna be different in terms of what you can actually discover in the game. This also is true for AI companion modules that we unlock at these kind of terminals here. So last time I got a support module, which just will enable the companion to bring ammo to me as a player. And this time we got the bodyguard module, which is something that We'll take a look at the player's health, and if the health is too low, it will move very closely around the player and try to protect the player against enemies. And of course, every time you find such a terminal, you can always go back to that terminal and then disable modules and enable modules again. And sometimes we still have errors with that because it's not finished yet. Yeah. So that is that. So you're developing in Unity as well. That's great. You've been in a few game jams. Okay, that's also great. Game jams are a great option to get something done in a very short amount of time. It can be very intense. But isn't game dev intense in general? I think it is. So I'm re-enabling the laser turret here. Okay, laser turret. And it does not attack the companion automatically. When you first load him there, he drank 15 cups of coffee. That's like a typical morning, right? He slept like 10 hours total over 2 days. Well, luckily game jams do not tend to be very long. It's probably not possible to do this any longer than like a weekend or a couple days at most. I mean, the last game jam I participated in, I think it was 2 years ago. I've been so busy with the company and all of our projects. I just couldn't find the time. But we actually we support the local game dev community here in Austria and in Vienna and in Graz. So most of those game jams I've been there for, like just visiting for I don't know, some presentation or some, yeah, so just in between to check how everyone is doing, but participating wasn't possible in the last 2 years. But before that, I think I was in like 5 or 6 game jams. It's always nice, and you learn something new from those jams, and you learn to work with a lot of people or new people. And yeah, well, the last 2 years I've been so busy. Also partially with our other games, and with this one, of course, and some NDA stuff as well, as we do a lot of contract work. Oh, you should team up with the same friend. So you're like in the situation where you used to work with someone else and be more productive this way, because this is also true. There's one thing, it all depends whether you want to or basically what your approach to a game jam is, because sometimes it's nice to learn or get to know someone new and see how they work and learn something from that. And sometimes it's really cool just to work with people you used to work with and have more of an actual output of that, because everyone knows what everyone else is doing, and you can just do more content in a short amount of time. Sorry, hold on. You do help develop Game Dev Tycoon. Well, Rarebyte, my company, we developed the mobile versions of Game Dev Tycoon. So that's a collaboration with Green Hot Games. They did the original PC version, and we took the PC version as like a reference, and then we completely rebuilt everything in Unity for the mobile versions. And those, yeah, it's out there on iOS and Android, and the links are still wrong, as I can see now. I should just quickly fix them, because it says Game Dev Tycoon Android, and there's the Google Play link, and then it says Game Dev Tycoon Android, and it's the iTunes link, which is wrong. I'll just quickly fix that. And I think it should be working now. I should probably add some more games we've worked on in here, but some of them are not available anymore, and some of them are event games that can only be played at special events. So big events like Gamescom, Paris Games Week, ESL events. So we have some kind of a special thing for event games where we design games specifically to be used to attract people to a big booth at, I don't know, Gamescom, for example. All right, so I got distracted a little bit. I need to check again on the laser turret, but keep asking questions. I'm really happy to answer all the questions, even the unnecessary ones. There is no unnecessary question. Then I'll stop bothering. Okay, no, your accent is so close to Swedish, even though, okay, that's new. I'm not Swedish at all. So I'm based in Austria. Yeah, that's right. So I try to like step up the game from like having Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice as an Austrian, as every Austrian will have this kind of voice in English, and then I stepped up my game and added a little bit of Swedish. No, I don't know, but you're the first person that actually tells me that. It just reminds me of a situation where I met someone from Great Britain, and this person actually said that I would sound very American, which was also very kind of funny. But I don't know if to just say that to anyone who does not sound very British. Ah, so you're Swedish, okay. Oh, thanks for following. Awesome. Thank you very much. And also there's something wrong with the AI health bar. But first, I actually wanted to check the aggro agent once again and add the companion to companion. So now it should be able to attack the companion as well. Yeah, it just tried to. What is the current companion health? Let's check. Okay, okay, yeah. No, not the player. Yeah, so it goes down, which is correct. Oh, you can probably you can't see this because it's just behind the chat, but it works. But I need to check why this widget is not working in the lab scene. So how does that even work? Widget AI something, AI action, AI health bar. Okay, session controller on companion registered. And I already ran out of coffee again. But I should probably not be drinking more coffee today. Unless I want to compete with the Game Jam. Yeah, unless I want to compete with your 15 coffees from the Game Jam, but I'm not going to. Not today. That's my whole life. Yeah, it's the same here. This is some kind of a vicious circle, right? You come in early morning and then, oh, I need coffee, and then you drink the first coffee and the magic begins. And then you need a second one, and then there's the social aspect of drinking another one because someone just came into the office. And then there is lunch, and lunch you have to eat, and then it's like, I ate so much. I'm so tired right now. Why not drink another coffee? And then this kinds of there's a leveling process there, and then after like 2 more hours, it's getting late in the afternoon. Maybe I should drink one more coffee to just keep going until the end of the day, and then at 6 p.m. it's like, damn it, I wanted to do something at night, maybe some more, this code needs to be fixed. How am I gonna do that? Yes, just drink another coffee. Yeah, man, that can't be healthy, can it? Yeah, then we have the bedtime coffee. I should probably pronounce it not bedtime, but bad time. But I mean, I usually don't drink coffee before going to bed, but there's some people that just would do it, and it doesn't change a thing for them. It's just, yeah, just drink coffee at night and then go to sleep. Well, at least that does not really work for me. So I guess it's like a some sort of a safety feature of my body. Honestly, you think 10 cups on average every day, really? I mean, I drink a lot of coffee, but I would not go over 6 or something on a typical, like a typical day would be 4 to 5, and a more stressful day would be 6, I guess. You gotta start counting. By the way, reminds me that we have this counter here. And I'm not kidding. This is, we have a coffee machine in our office, and that's the actual count. The coffee machine, he has been a long time friend, you know, like enabling us to do all of our projects. Oh, you just finished up a stream yourself, making a Twitch game for the stream. Awesome. What kind of Twitch game are you working on? Start soon at an affiliate level. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, reaching affiliate is pretty easy if you stick with it. But then again, reaching partner level, or at least like qualifying for partner, is not really easy. I mean, we've been doing this for quite a while now. We're still affiliate, and if I take a look at my achievements here, it's more there's like this requirements for qualifying for partner is like you need to like in a 30 days period, you need to stream for 25 hours. I have nearly doubled that. You need to stream at 12 different days, no problem at all. But then you need to have 75 viewers on average. And I don't know a lot of game dev streams that can just do that. Maybe there's just, of course, there is Jonathan Blow, because he's kind of very well known and people will just watch his streams. It's like, I don't know, sometimes 200, 300, 400. But as a small indie, not that easy. Just a simple one, Twitch game, keep the viewers engaged. But that sounds awesome. It's actually something where I've been thinking if we should add something like this to our Twitch stream as well. But at least we have some things that we can add on stream. Like if I now show you this view of our office, and you could go cam right in the chat, and you can actually control a camera to look around our office. I would have this as a pre-stream, and you can find secrets there and stuff like that. So that's a little thing I added. Drunk Raccoons, welcome. What they got like 50 plus people and 1 active chatter. Could happen, yeah. Could happen. So let's remove this again. Bots on Twitch everywhere. Yeah, there's a lot of bots. That's true. On companion registered. So session controller. So it seems the companion does not correctly register itself. And I think I know why, because I messed up. Remove this prototyping code. That's a nice comment. Okay. Let's check. Okay, and it not getting called. Okay, what? How is that even possible? Character base. Oh, thanks for cheering, 10 bits. Food's ready. Now I'm gonna get hungry. I can feel it. Okay, you gotta head out. Okay, well, most likely we'll be here for the next stream. Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Enjoy your meal and have a nice day as well. See you soon. All right. So this gets called. Scheduler execute delayed. So this is the old scheduler actually. Why does it use the old scheduler here? Which is not working. I don't know why. We're gonna use the new one here. So this is We'd use Reabyte common scheduler. And delay by 1 frame, run. Let's see. What? It's still not working. Okay, at least. This call is working. But it could mean companion registered. At least there should be a warning. And it's here. So that means the callback was null. Make sure this was intended. It means our widget has not started yet. So let's try some crazy send checked magic. If I use this on initialize, we should be during awake, I guess. Let's see. And now it actually updates correctly. Awesome. We fixed it. Ow. Okay, that's great. That is great. I think I'm gonna commit this to repository now. fixed laser turret. Laser turret. Pre-build lab. Okay. Let's check those changes. Enemy manager. Yes. Session controller. And this fix as well, which is fine. And ticket number is 1148. Gonna push this. Wait. Why is it still asking for my password? Alright. Which means this is implemented, and which also means, because we pushed it, testing and testing. And of course there's some more things that we need to investigate next time. But I think for today that's it. I'm gonna stop the stream now. We'll probably let's check who's streaming Game Dev and maybe do a raid once again. So yeah, before we start raiding someone, I just wanted to thank you for joining in today. It was awesome today. We got some work done. If you haven't, you can check out those links here. We are on all the social networks as well. We also have a Discord where you can hang out with us, and we even have a Show Your Stuff channel there, where we give, or the community will give feedback. If you have something you have to show, or something where you need feedback. And yeah, so I think that's it for today. Thank you very much again, and we're gonna check. So game development, what do you think? What about, so this looks a bit like it's in another language. Maybe we take a look at this. Yeah, why not raid this Demian Sky guy? So I'm gonna quickly put in the raid command. Well, thanks again for joining in today. We will announce new streams on Twitter, on our Discord. There's also a stream schedule that gets updated every week. But there's a regular stream on Thursday afternoon, like every week. Everything else is added to the schedule and announced on Twitter and Discord. Well, and that's it. We're gonna raid. We are going to raid Demian Sky now. Thanks again. See you soon. Join the raid. Join the raid. Bye.